Nowadays, binge watching shows and series have become a worldwide trend, so much that many of us, if not all of us, have seen or become obsessed with a series or a movie, for example. Series and movies can impact people's life, but to what extent? It cannot be denied that the invention of the TV, watching movies and series has become one of the most popular things people do to entertain themselves. People get immersed in this type of media that it can affect their emotions, and it can be in a negative or a positive way depending on what they are exposed to. We have to watch out how this could affect our daily mood and daily tasks. We could say that there are two types of two clear types of media content, the educational one and the entertaining one. Both of them have their pros and cons. If we focus on educational media, we could see that it has been proved to increase the IQ of the individuals who could watch it, or like Sesame Street. In some studies, it has been proved that the children that were exposed to this program increased their IQ level. But in a more negative aspect, this type of educational media that could come from the news could result corrupted by different companies or producers, etc., with false propaganda, false information, and mislead the people who are watching it. Also, it could result to less engagement of in civil acts. Meanwhile, entertaining content is perceived more as vain and filled with misconceptions of the real world, and because of this, it could be the cause why so many people watch it, because it's a form to escape their own reality for a minute. But it could also be quite dangerous being exposed to this, not because of its content, but because of how people manage the things that they are watching, and also because if this is a reflection of our society, it could result to people feeling misrepresented or maybe not being represented at all. But it could also have positive consequences, such as in India when TV cable was introduced. Many women felt empowered by the things they were watching on TV. Entertaining media content is also found as corrupting and weakening to young people's behavior, character. I feel like, and this statement could be true to certain extent, taking into account that we tend to emulate or learn things the way we see it, making it both negative or positive according to the way we interact with this, according to the way it is perceived by the individual who is being exposed to this type of content. Most, if not all, of the social issues that we are facing right now are being reflected in this type of formats, so it can be both positive and damaging, because it can lead to more people acknowledging the things that are happening today in our society, but also it can result in more issues like mental health issues. In conclusion, television can affect people's behavior, and it could be in a positive or a negative way depending on each individual and the factors surrounding them. When it comes from entertainment media, The harm seems to come more from the way we interpret the things we are watching, the how we react to those things according to our individual and collective backgrounds, whereas with educational media, the consequences and its ill motivational use can come from the content itself, its veracity, and its objectiveness. A high quality show can become very inspiring and edifying to a person's life and their journey.